the guy's arms as longer as he's high. So that helps him in many aspects. Other thing I like, too, I like some of the inside play in Aaron Jones, a sophomore. But this is a well-coached team under Don Ross. And I think tonight, I think they're going to have to show some zone. Believe it or not, this Cumberland Valley team likes to get up the floor. I think they're going to have to zone them and keep a hand in their face because they got 5 guys that can score.
Yeah, neither team is a great three-point shooting team right now, but we're going to see a lot of open court play tonight, I think.
Well, definitely. And right now, even talking to Coach Vespi as I was coming in, one of the things they're liking to do, they're getting high percentage shots. Everybody knows the easiest way to score in basketball is 5 foot away. And then in order to do that, you got to give your team opportunities, so that's where the press comes in. Believe it or not, this team with the 1-2-2 and the man-to-man press can actually cause trouble to East tonight. They will have to break the press. You always say it, Gary. Teams who press don't like to be pressed, though.
Exactly right. Well, you got a senior-laden team against a young team. It's going to be an interesting one tonight, and there's never an easy out here in the Commonwealth. We're going to be back with more here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet.
Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Come test drive the new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Welcome back to Central Dauphin East, and your starting lineups for tonight. Cumberland Valley, number 11, Michael Wolf, all presented, by the way, by Commonwealth Charter Academy. Ty Bandage is wearing number 12 tonight, 6'1" senior, averaging 11.1 points a game. Ethan Lewis at 14 tonight, 6'1" senior. Ben Drury, who's starting tonight for a guy who's standing out, Omar Tandir, who's averaging 11 a game. Ben Drury in there at 6'6". And then Dylan Bazalka at 45. He is 6'3". On the other side, your home lineup, presented by OSS Health. You've got Donovan Medina, the only senior on the club out there for CDE, so 5'9" guard, wearing number 1. Aaron Jones at number 2, 8 points a game. He's 6'2". Amir Jackson, 18 points a game. Tyree Cowan at 9 points a game. He's wearing number 4. And Xavier Samuels wearing number 5. And we are underway. Cumberland Valley controls the tap. They've got the basketball. Gary Sutton alongside of me, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson tonight. I like to call this league, the Commonwealth part of the Mid-Penn, the grinder group.
It is the grinder group.
Every night out. First shot of the game up, no good. Controlled by Cumberland Valley, or controlled by Central Dauphin East, rather.
I've always loved the Commonwealth for the fact that anyone has an opportunity at it. I mean, in years past, it's been Cumberland Valley, but State College took their run at it for a couple years, Gary, and now here we are, Cumberland Valley at the top of the Commonwealth.
Tied with Harrisburg and Central Dauphin so far at 4-1. And a Central Dauphin East team you think is just going to get better and better. They're young and they're playing some tough teams early. They're going to get better and better as the time goes forward.
And there's a prime example. That's Aaron Jones. He's a sophomore. Look how big he's gotten. He's grown some more. He's gotten in the weight room. You can tell it. Nice kind of try to use that up and under move there. And he's going to go to the line. And that's going to draw some fouls on the big guy because, as we talked about, and you might have mentioned Omar Tandir is out tonight for Cumberland Valley. And he presented some good size inside, Gary.
Omar Tandir, a guy who's averaging close to 11 points a game, and you take 11 points out of your lineup on a team that only averages 11.1 for their top scorer, you're missing a little bit of that balance that you normally have. 1 out of 2 at the line here for Aaron Jones. Full court man-to-man by CD East.
You're going to see that too. Like I like to see that out of the East. They're going to press Cumberland Valley too.
But Panthers and Eagles going at it tonight. Nice move inside. Not going to go.
Yeah, Ty Branch is going to need to do that tonight. He likes to get to the basket. This team is really, they get up and down the floor well.
I like how quickly we finished right there. As again, driving in hard is Tyree Cowan for his first deuce of the game. And quickly, 3-0 out of the gate. Ball thrown away in the other end. Turnover, Cumberland Valley. So their first of the night. Tough to win on the road, Jeff Thompson. Anytime you go out here and you're playing, I don't care if you're in first place or not, you're coming out to CD East, it's a tough place to play.
It's tough to win on the road, and CD East established a low box in the first 2 possessions.
Well, turnover
finish
there
by Xavier was fine.
Just a little bit of slip. And, of course, CD East coming off a game last night. They played Chambersburg, lost a tough one by 3 down at Chambersburg. So they're coming in here tonight. You wonder about a little bit about the fatigue factor maybe. Everybody else played on the 2nd of January. They played in the 3rd.
Yeah, 2 nights on legs in the Commonwealth is difficult. But, these are young guys. They got to bounce back because here they got Cumberland Valley at home.
Neither of these teams particularly big. Both of them guard-oriented. Drive to the basket will not go. And player control foul called on Michael Wolf.
You see how quick Michael Wolf got to the basket. I mean, that's something you're going to watch tonight. Here they are in that kind of that 1-2-2. They're picking it up a little bit longer. It's that Villanova style press. Coach Vesby's running tonight.
And it worked. They get, you're working to make the other team a little patient. If you're not patient against that, that's where you get caught.
Now watch the patience, Gary. I mean, you and I both, we still come from that old school where we like to get a lot of good ball movement. Cumberland Valley's perfect at that in the half-court setting.
The foul going to be called here on Donovan Medina. It'll be his first. Team first. Let's go down to Jeff Thompson very quickly. Jeff?
Well, that press that Cumberland Valley has, it's kind of like carbon monoxide. It sneaks up on you in the second half.
I mean, spoken very well, like right there.
Good hard drive to the basket and the finish by Banich, his first deuce of the night. Watch the thing about this press. It's really interesting. It's a half press. You don't ever really close it.
Right.
And they're very tough to pass over.
Well,
another hard drive to the hoop and putting it down quickly there.
That's Aaron Jones again.
Aaron Jones again. He's got 3 points.
I told you I liked him, Gary, coming in the game.
How about a long look from downtown by Dylan Bazalka for his first trade, the first trade for anybody so far here this evening. So we tie it up 5-5.
I talked to Andy Dill. He teaches at Cumberland Valley, and he's one of the youth coaches coming up. He was assistant with me at Susquehanna Township. He talked about Dylan at 45. Engineer, going to Penn State University, ROTC. A 1600 type SAT guy. You need those kind of guys on the court. Gary, where were they when we need them?
Hard move inside. Another good lane move there. This time knocking it down is Xavier Samuel. So spreading the scoring around are the Panthers. Good drive, kick outside. Got another 3 look. Not going to go. Rebound goes to the Panthers. Lost for a moment. They get it back. Medina's got it.
In the past, you would never see a Cumberland Valley team. Jeff would say, you would say too, Gary, play this type of pace. Would you? The pace is very fast right now.
Well, maybe a little too fast that time as Tyree Cowan called for the shove, the player control foul. So 7-5, CD East leads it. New player into the game is Riley Schuchter, who is 5'9", a guard, a senior for Cumberland Valley.
I talked to Coach Vespi, and I'm allowed to call him Coach Vespi because I knew him when he was a player at Trinity, so even though he's a grown man now, he would appreciate this. But he said he's going to allow his players to make plays tonight. They get up and down the floor. That's the difference in his coaching philosophy here at Cumberland Valley.
Strong move, weak finish that time. Back to the corner, you had a 1-3 already. You get another one? Yeah. Downtown for Bazalka, his second three of the night. He's got 6. 1-point lead here for Cumberland Valley, rather.
Bazalka came to play. I mean, he's a double-digit guy. I mean, any one of these guys in the starting 5 for Cumberland Valley can go double digits.
The turnover goes against CD East, their 3rd of the game. Let's head on down to Jeff Thompson.
That was an interesting play by Riley Sucher. He just provided some defense in the low box. Smallest player in the court.
Good hard man-to-man here by CD East. They really get up in your face
and really
close
do.
you. Close out on you quickly.
I'm impressed by that, Gary. They're going to have to play that good physical man-to-man in the Commonwealth.
Tough rebound there. Yanked on down by Aaron Jones. And the drive to basket. Foul maybe, got away with it. Back out it comes to Cumberland Valley. They're on the run, 3 versus 1. Layup, in. Nice pass, good finish. Bandits with his 4th point of the game.
I mean, Gary, doesn't it surprise you a little bit seeing Cumberland Valley being running like the running Rebels a little bit tonight?
Well, I think you take what you're given.
That's right.
And you know, they play that half kind of trap. On the other side, CD East plays a full trap, gives you more room to make your passes and run.
Moving the ball around, but I'd still give East a lot of credit moving well on defense.
Pull up. Will not go. Big rebound there by Bazalka. Both teams with 3 turnovers here in the first quarter is quickly into the game here for Central Dauphin East. Manny Horn, who is only a sophomore, 6'3". And Brian Tatum, number 11, a junior. And another turnover from Cumberland Valley as looks like CD East is really turning up that heat, Jeff.
Wow, they sure did. That was great defense by the young man, number 11. Just came in the game, Brian Tatum. That'll be a good matchup for Ty Bainich.
Look at this half trap. I mean, it really makes your lanes tough, but to get it to the middle, it can be over like this. Great job of getting it to the middle, then to the baseline. And the finish on the baseline by Michael Wolf. He's checked that by Brian Tatum. He's got 2 off the bench. So Central Dauphin East attacking right now. New player into the game, by the way, is Isaiah Bowens-Perrin.
Both teams are going
to Harris Barwald for Cumberland Valley.
Both teams are going to play a lot of guys. I like that already. I've seen 3 or 4 come off the bench quickly, and that's a good thing in the Commonwealth pushing the way both teams are tonight.
Half hook will not go. Follow the rebound straight in. Give the points to Xavier Samuels. He's got 4. And then the foul on the other end. Looks like it's going to get marked up against Manny Horn. Let's head down to Jeff Thompson again on the baseline.
Well, on the foul line right now, number 22 is Harris Forwald. They call him at Cumberland Valley, I believe, Harry Bird. And watch his game. He plays a lot like Larry.
I really like that. That is creative. It's Harry Bird. He's got a little bit of that stringy long look that Larry Bird carried. I like that reference. I'm thinking people watching home probably like that reference. Jeff Thompson.
Harris Forwald into the game now is Chase Prowl, who is a senior forward for CD East. Jack Isfan in there for Cumberland Valley as 2 for 2 for Harris. Call me Harry Forwald or Harry Bird. That's a lot of rep to take on there at one time, isn't it, Jeff?
It sure is.
Again, when we talk about this Cumberland Valley press, just take a look at the fact that they're not really trying. I mean, they're just, it's some token pressure, but it's the way that slides back. It takes lanes away. It slows East up in their advance. And you make sure you got to look at this. The double might come. You got to pass well. You got to fake a pass, make a pass. East is handling it well, though.
Good job. Good pull up there. Not going to go. Cleared out of there by the Eagles. Little Euro step, probably not going to go.
Good. I think that was good. That was a good Euro step, I think.
Euro step. It might have been good last night. It might be good tomorrow. Tonight it's no good.
Tonight it's not. You're right, Gary. I don't know. I'd have to look at that again.
Turnovers. Yeah, I thought I'd have called him for a walk there. Our officials tonight, by the way, Larry Jones, Eric Johnston, and Joe Murray, 3 vets over here tonight. And right now the press really giving some problems to Central Dauphin East.
I had the opportunity to coach Joe Murray at Susquehanna Township. What a great guy. Played football at Lebanon Valley College. And out here is doing a great job as a referee. 5
turnovers for Cumberland Valley so far, 4 for CD East. Nice baseline run, another Euro step, and that one's not going to go either.
That was a slide step. Now that was a walk. I kind of disagree with the Euro step, but hey, I'm not a referee, and my eyes are going bad, Gary, my age here.
They're making that press a little harder now.
Yeah, they're getting after it more, aren't they?
Pull up, shot, good. Really nice pull-up that time by Brian Tatum. He looked around, didn't see anything, and said, okay, why not? 4 points for Tatum, 13-12, the Panthers lead it.
Gary, I'm really interested in what you think about this pace of the game. Does this benefit Cumberland Valley, or does it benefit East, really? I don't know.
I think it benefits East a little bit. I think they're more comfortable getting in this kind of running match. However, Valley negates hustle, doesn't it, Jeff Thompson?
It sure does. I see Chris Wickens in the game for Cumberland Valley. He provides really great quickness and defense.
But you know, when we talk about pace, Cumberland Valley, I mean, I've seen 5 of their games, and they have been playing with this type of, like, get up the floor kind of mentality. I think for us, it just takes me back a bit like, wow, it's been a long time since I've seen a Cumberland Valley Eagle team push the ball like they're pushing. But look at East tonight on that. Man, they are playing great Don Ross man-to-man right now.
There's your pull-up, easy shot inside, and knocking it down is Ethan Lewis, his first 2 for the night. He averages 10.2 a game. Ethan Lewis, a 6'1" senior.
It's definitely a block. Medina did try to split that double team. Sometimes only a few kind of guards can do that. I was always one, okay, you know, split it if you can, but if you can't, don't split it, turn it over, because you'll be sitting by it.
Lewis called for the foul there as well. He'll be his first. Trap is good, except they let the middle wide open. And when you get the middle open, that's where you're going to be able to break it down.
And, you know, it's almost a turnover, though, if East goes down and misses the layup. And it really plays in hand for Cumberland Valley.
But Jeff Thompson, strong move there. Weak finish, though.
Oh, excellent move. I just want to say Brian Tatum and Markle Horn played excellently against Chambersburg.
Another look outside, and I'll tell you what, get in the hands of that young man, Mr. Bazalka, and it spells 3. He's got 3 of them here in the first quarter. 9 points. We tick down to 5 seconds. 17-13, Cumberland Valley.
That's 3 great looks for Dillon, and Dillon's knocking him down tonight.
And another walk there called. CD East, their 5th turnover. 6 on the other side for Cumberland Valley. So a lot of turnovers here in the first quarter. 2.2 seconds to go. Let's see what the Eagles have. Ought to be something deep. And there it is. You're going to get a shot off. Oh, good shot. Not going to go. 17-13 at the end of 1. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My father years ago told me, own your own business. That was my inspiration. And February 1st of 1996, we opened up as Capital Region Insurance Agency.
Throughout my entire life, seeing my dad how successful he was and learning the way he was actually able to communicate with people and help them, whatever their needs may be, it made me want to get more involved. I'm most proud of helping continue my dad's legacy, helping the surrounding communities, businesses, and families.
We try to wow our customers, let them know that we are here for them. If they can't get into our office, we would take the time and go visit them. This really differentiates ourselves from the 1-800-WHO-DO-YOU-GET. Whether it's financial services, auto, home, life, commercial, we hold their hands, bring them through the process. We let them understand that we know what we're doing, and they feel comfortable when they leave here.
I think it makes it more personal and more family-oriented, definitely more of a friendly environment.
What I'm most proud of is the hard work, and it's enabled me to ensure clients, to provide protection for them, to let them sleep well at night.
Welcome back to Central Dauphin East here, and we're all ready to go with the second quarter. 17-13 at the end of one, Cumberland Valley. Let's go up to Jeff Thompson first. Jeff, your impression of the first quarter?
Well, I watched the game that CD East played against Chambersburg, and Schreffler, the coach's son, had 4 threes in the first quarter, and I think Dylan Bazalka heated up like microwave there, didn't he?
He sure did. I mean, he took the shots at it. He's got good looks. That's the other thing, too, and he's got him within rhythm. And when your shooter gets him within rhythm, I mean, you know anything. I mean, they're going to knock him down. They didn't really contest those shots as well as they should.
Well, when it's 9-0, 2 and 3s in the game so far, the other team has none. You got to find some way to offset some of that. Bazalka's been tough when he gets a chance to set those feet. In this case, drive to the basket, strong move, doesn't go, but he's going to get fouled again on the play by Manny Horn. That'll be his second foul off the bench.
You know, for years, when I look at both of these teams, and you know, East is always going to bring a good group of athletic kids that work hard and push hard. And Don Ross has done such a good job. Then I look on this other side of Cumberland Valley. For years, the youth programs have been, you know, they win at the 9th grade level. They win in middle school, and they beat people really badly. And then how has that transpired and pushed up to that, you know, that level here at the varsity level? Now we're seeing that.
Xavier Samuels back in there for Horn with the 2 fouls. And both shots missed by Bazalka. He might have been too close. I'm kidding when I say that, by the way.
Good hustle, but that ball's going to stay here on the Eagle side. Good hustle out of Aaron Jones.
I should have gone to the floor there for that ball. It was right there under my feet, and I didn't dive.
Yeah, don't stand up and bend up.
I get cut. I get cut.
You want to upset a coach badly, the loose ball, and you're standing up trying to pick it up.
How about that challenge right there by Medina, huh? Medina keeps it alive. Great steal. 6 turnover of the game now by, I think that's 7 by Cumberland Valley. They had 6 in the first quarter.
Medina's a real good point guard. And, you know, on another note, I'm waiting for Amir Jackson to start getting going here.
Yeah, Amir Jackson hasn't really touched it so far. And missed shot there, inside, stick back, no good. Rebound, Cumberland Valley.
Amir likes that pullback. You saw him kind of go in hard there and try to step back and pull that jumper. Didn't go for him. Boy, Aaron Jones getting after it. Sophomore, guys.
Long look, Bazalka again. This one won't go. Yanked down by Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones coming down quickly. That's the first time the ball has been touched by Jackson so far. Good stick back on the inside by the big guy, Jones, who's making his presence known right now. He's got 5 points. Remember that old song, Basketball Jones?
Yeah.
Pull up, will not go. Off the hands of Lewis. Levis, rather, excuse me.
We can all comment right now, Gary, the level and the intensity and everybody getting on the floor tonight. Both teams, hats off to both of them hustling. We're seeing a hustle game tonight.
17-15 right now. Cumberland Valley in the lead. Here's that half trap again. This time they're covering the middle a lot tighter. You notice that?
Yeah, they pinched back, and that was an adjustment during the timeout, you could see, and it's a good adjustment.
Coach David Bessignani, the head coach for Cumberland Valley, taking over his first year. Let's head down to Jeff Thompson. Jeff, what do you have for us?
Well, Aaron Jones has really established himself inside. He's a brute of a body in there, and he's done some damage. That time Ben Drury did a nice job defensively.
Anyone in our coaching days would love to have a sophomore on the floor at that size.
For the defense now, man to man. I mean, everywhere you go, it's tight, which is leaving drives open. There's not a whole lot of help side.
I believe Ethan stepped out of bounds there, so it's going to give the ball back to East. And here's that press again. Now they pinch back in that middle, that 1-2-2, but I love the way it slides, and it's constant. Coach Vesby's going to keep it on them constantly.
Well, and it slows down the Panthers. It just keeps them kind of more in a half-court mode than that full-court run.
And you think about this Cumberland Valley team, effective, great win over Cumberland Valley. They beat some good teams. And, you know, they said they lost a close one to Carlisle. This is a good team. And so is this East team. You know, they don't look like a 2-3 team, do they, Gary? I mean, they get after it.
Well, the last shot, though, I mean, they're taking some shots out of rhythm, and that's a little bit of a difference. And that's what all it costs you in the Commonwealth. It can cost you a win right there. I like the inside movement, though. I like trying to get the ball to the rack. Blocked away that time.
Yeah, he tried to use his left hand on that little baby hook. I like it.
Levi's long look downtown will not go off the hands of Jack Disfin.
Looks like Cone came back in the game to help Medina a little bit, bringing the ball up against that pressure.
Good screen that time to try to get Jackson a shot. It's going to be a push from behind. That'll be a Medina. Jeff, it looks like they're playing a little bit of junk maybe on Jackson right now. Is that what we're seeing? Are we seeing kind of a boxing one a little bit?
I don't think they're actually boxing him. They're paying a lot of attention to him, though. They've got to get a body on him because he's just establishing the low box like crazy.
Yeah, I want to take another look when I see it go down the other end. But, you know, just wanted to point out, you see Michael Wolf releasing early. That's another thing Cumberland Valley will do. So the point guard's got to stay back. Medina's got to stay back because Cumberland Valley releases early all the time on it to get that fast break movement.
Good pass inside. Big-time rebound by Xavier Samuels. That off the missed shot. Jackson gets a look. Will not go again. Jackson, so far, no points in this game. He averages 18 a night.
And that's the look that he usually knocks down. I mean, that's what Jackson's been doing for a while here, knocking that shot down. And you can see right now, he's kind of pressing himself a little bit, Gary. You can tell it. He's a little upset at himself not hitting that J. That would have gave him a lead there.
Foul's going to be called against Cumberland Valley. It puts the bonus up there for Central Dauphin. At the line, Harris, I don't want to say Harry Bird, Warwald. Got to earn your way here, see?
Yeah.
He's got that look, doesn't he? He's got a pretty good, he's got that little bit of that fling stroke that Larry Bird had there, Jeff.
Yeah, he's a good spitting image, isn't he?
Got the floppy hair in the front.
He's only a junior at 6'3", so.
Larry Bird, one of the great chess players of all time in terms of basketball, always was one step ahead of everybody else. So 1 out of 2 at the line there for Warwald. And there was the pick and roll to nobody. But that'll be the first turnover this quarter, 6 of the game now for the Panthers. Not sure what Tyree Cowan was looking for there, but there was no one home.
No one came off the screen there on the roll, pick and roll.
Hey, Bazalka's got a lot more attention. Good drive to basket. There must be 5 misses on straight-up layups so far for the Eagles.
There has. It's not falling for them. Boy, they're getting to the basket very well.
There's the pick and roll that time. Good job on it, and then going up strong inside will not go. But a really solid pick and roll as heading to the line will be Xavier Samuels.
It's interesting to note Jaden Baltimore, the freshman guard, entered into the game. He started the night before last for East. He's entering now as a freshman, getting some really good varsity time now.
First by Samuels is up and good. He's got one there. Back into the game will come Brian Tatum. And out will go Aaron Jones. And the second shot, no good off the hands of Samuels.
It's another thing that comes back to kill you in any game, especially in the Commonwealth. Got to knock the free throws down when you get an opportunity.
Oh, tough move there by Vorwald, and then the foul.
It really was a foul. It was just a little bit late call, but it's on. It was a foul. But maybe a second to think about it, and the call came in. I know that upset Coach Ross a little bit because it was a delayed call. But oh no, actually they're going to give the ball to East, so I don't know what the call. Oh, call out of bounds maybe. Oh, he was just telling them where it was going to be, I guess.
Right.
I'm sorry about that. I misinterpreted that.
Look how the middle shut down now. They were getting killed. There it is. And a great pass underneath. You can't let that middle open, and that's what happened. Another score inside. And again, a guy who's stepping up big here is Samuels. He's got 7. Cumberland Valley with a lot of handoff type screens here.
Now they can. I'll tell you what, they have good sets doing their half court. You got to be careful with this team.
A solid move, another missed duck on the inside. It's probably 6 missed layups so far where they've been wide open. Jackson with the ball. Give credit to Jack Isfan right now, who's put a blanket on Jackson.
He's doing a good job.
3:05 to go here until the half, 18-18. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 3:03 to go. We have a tie on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith. Fasten your seatbelt.
To become a top defensive player, you need proper lateral technique. The cone-to-cone lateral slide drill will help a player practice getting quicker. It's important to keep the feet wide while the player is in a sit-down position with the back upright. When sliding back and forth, avoid crossing the feet or bringing feet together. Big focus on short, choppier steps. The lateral cone drill is just one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
Breaking news, Team Pennsylvania AAU is now offering 4th through 11th grade AAU at the silver, gold, and showcase levels. Team PA is known for high school showcase and known for placing players in college. Advanced Hoops will focus solely on skill training by professional coaches. Players from all over Pennsylvania will be trying out on February 23rd and 24th for Team Pennsylvania 4th to the 11th grade teams. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see the tryout schedule.
All right, tied this game tied up. Now, interesting 3 minutes right here. A spurt that's real important to both teams here before half. I always like the momentum going in with the lead, so see how this plays out in the next 3.
The ball be on the baseline now. You see Coach Vespugnani for Cumberland Valley doing a good job here in his first full year. Both these teams just shy of making the playoffs last year, so they're both hungry this year, trying to get back up there where, they're going to be factors during the District 3 playoffs. Great pass underneath and just missing the score, but drawing the foul is Tatum. Let's head down to Jeff Thompson. Jeff?
Yeah, what I see, these players are playing a lot like Coach Ross, Don Ross, really working to get inside position at all times.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we got the Jack T. and Balvo halftime report featuring Capital Region AT&T halftime highlights and stats at the Highmark first half highlights as well. So Brian Tatum at the line. Second one is up. He'll make that one 1 out of 2 for Tatum.
That's important for Tatum to come away with the line with at least one of those, giving East the 1-point lead here. And turnover. Looked like Ty Branch was pushed there a little bit, Gary Sutton, and but it'd be called a walk.
So here's Tatum to inbound the ball now. 1-point lead for the Panthers. 2:39 to play here at the half. Ball gets back to the middle again. One thing we need to look at here, when you're breaking a press like that, when the ball gets to the middle, you have to have good retreat if you're the team that's playing the defense. Jackson still scoreless. Who'd have thought that tonight? 18 points a game, I've only seen him take 2 shots here the whole first half.
It surprised me a bit, and I know he got a little frustrated. One of the things I saw them do a couple possessions, I watched his movement. They're switching on him. So when he comes down off the screen, they're switching real quick, and it's frustrating because there's always somebody. So it isn't a box-and-one matchup. They're just doing a great job of switching and communicating on their defensive end.
Bazalka just back into the game for Gorwald, and Bazalka had 3 threes in the first quarter. He hasn't even seen a shot in the second quarter.
They're also, Cumberland Valley's running fresh men in and out on Jackson as well.
Hard move, will not go. Pulled down, quick outlet. Long pass. Drive down the lane. A good finish inside there by Chris Wickens just in the game. A 6'2 senior, and Wickens with a little fancy French pastry. And then the steal again coming back. Long one for the quarter. Will not go from Banich.
One thing I noticed right away, if you're not in your man-to-man, if you're not going to see the ball and see your man, for example, against Cumberland Valley, you can't stand for a split second because, Gary, they will split down the middle on you, and they will sense the moment you are not paying attention defensively. They'll make a nice cut. Right there was a prime example.
Well, here's a chance for Jackson to get on the board. Actually, not Jackson at the line. It's going to be Tatum. Tatum at the line. And knocks it down. Brian Tatum, 2 out of 3 from the charity stripe tonight. He'll get 1 more. Go to Jeff Thompson. Jeff?
Boy, Brian Tatum is a very hard-working junior. I saw this the other night in the game. He just gives them some explosiveness when he comes in.
He's also given some points. He's got 6 points off the bench. Minute 35 to go here to the half. We'll also have an interview with Coach John Polly of Team PA and Advanced Hoops at half, so we're looking forward to that as well. He's a guy who's a non-stop basketball guy, believe me, Coach Polly. Another great back cut. The push before the back cut, though, gets called against Tyree Cowan. You know, the one thing that Cumberland Valley is doing this quarter better, they're getting points out of their offense, Jeff. Doing a nice job of back cutting against that hard pressing man-to-man. Everybody's real tight to their guys, so they're ripe for back cutting.
They've gotten a lot of back cuts. As you guys have said earlier, they've missed some peeps. If they start putting those in, they could be a big difference.
Well, and they lull you to sleep in their offense, and you got to be careful. Not only are those back cuts, they do a box to top of the key back screen too, and that's another thing they do out of a set in their offense. They're very good in the half-court offense.
Either of these teams terribly good free throw shooting teams as a team.
Yeah, Cumberland Valley, what, 58%?
Yeah, on the other side, I think you have CD East in there about 59, 58. Another offensive rebound, though, for CD East, and that's been a sneaky number here in the first half. They've been getting on the glass pretty well.
They are on the offensive end in particular. They are getting up on the glass, and that's a difference right here. Now, here you are at the foul line. You got a freshman at the foul line, 20-20. How important with 58 seconds are these free throws? I mean, this is the difference in 4 more wins in the Commonwealth, is knocking down these shots. And I know Coach Ross and Coach Vesby on both sides are talking, guys, we got to take opportunities to score when the clock is stopped at the foul line.
Jaden Baltimore missing his first shot tonight. You see Don Ross on the CD East side making sure he's down there and trying to cheer his team on here to get a little bit better free throw shooting here. It must have helped because he buries the second one. So 21-20, the Panthers now carved out a 1-point lead, and the throwaway here against the hard press. That'll be turnover number 8 against the Eagles, and the Panthers get the ball here for one last shot if they decide to do so. 55 seconds to go.
And East right now 5 for 10 from the foul line. That's coming into play here. And then the bunnies, we talked about the misses. The 5 foot away from Cumberland Valley is the effective thing. I would talk it to a little bit at halftime. And the adjustment I'd make for East is I'd say, hey guys, we've got to, even if we have to switch on that back cut, we've got to do something. We can't get lulled to sleep.
There's Tatum, good block. Stepping up there was Ben Drury. Using that 6'6" frame. Banich misses off the back. Stick back by Banich, no good. Another point blank shot missed by Cumberland Valley. That's probably not the 7th one they've missed here in the first half. Long look downtown, will not go. Rebound, not going to go. Another offensive rebound by the Panthers.
One of the reasons Cumberland Valley don't get on the offensive boards is they release early offensively so they can get their break going.
Now you're going to get a foul.
And Gary, you know it, when you release early, you're relying on 1 or 2 guys to get a rebound, and East is crashing all 5. And that might be an adjustment I make at halftime. Guys, maybe we can't release early tonight if we're going to get beat like crazy on the offensive or on the glass.
Foul call on Jones there, Jeff Thompson. But one of the things you're seeing, just a crashing of the offensive glass by the Panthers. That's going to pay off later on. So at the line, a chance to maybe take the lead right here with nobody in your face. It's Banich. Banich buries the first. Banich with 5 points this evening. He leads his team, very balanced team with 11.1 points per game.
They are extremely balanced, and even one of those 5 that are on the floor sometimes can get double digits for you.
Second one up and good, and another 1-point lead here by the Eagles. Chance to get it off at the end, not going to go. 22-21 at the half. Cumberland Valley leads it. We're going to be coming up in just a moment here with our halftime program, the Jack Giambalvo halftime report, featuring the Capital Region and AT&T halftime stats and the high mark, first half highlights, and a great interview with Coach John Polly of Team PA and Advanced Hoops. Back after this on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Welcome to our Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships halftime report. It's 22-21 here at the half. Cumberland Valley over CD East, and it's my honor to have here at the table at halftime Coach John Polly, who is with Team PA and also Advanced Hoops. And there are two kind of different things here, and John's going to explain a little bit of that. First of all, if you go to a game, you'll find John Polly there somewhere. I think there's about 5 John Pollys, and they go out to basketball games all the time. Good to see you, Coach. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Happy New Year.
Same
Hey,
to you.
tell us a little bit about Team PA, because things are a little bit different this year over at Advanced Hoops with regard to Team PA.
Yeah, we're going to expand Team PA off to not just to showcase high school teams, but we're going to expand it down to 4th through 11th grade. We're going to have gold teams, silver teams, not just the showcase teams anymore, and expand that out.
So you won't have Advanced Hoop teams and Team Pennsylvania teams. You'll have all Team Pennsylvania now as far as your team play and AAU play.
Correct, and we're going to partner with Advanced Hoops and keep them as our training partner and continue that great work that Advanced Hoops does with training our athletes.
One of the great things about Advanced Hoops, too, this year is no matter if you're already playing on another AAU team, you can still come to Advanced Hoops and be part of that whole training program, which is really a big plus.
Yeah, absolutely. We have anybody in Central Pennsylvania that's wanting to work, come in. We have training year-round, all types of ball handling, shooting, defensive intensity drills, that type of thing. So there's something for everybody at every age level.
And a great staff, too. You know, Charlie Fortney, one of the great shooters of all time, one of the great teachers of shooting all time in this area, doing a wonderful job. Guys like you, I know, are out there. Archie Clark, people like that are out there working, or Archie Smith, rather. I said Archie Clark in Philadelphia.
Gerald
we don't have him
Garmin.
yet, but Gerald Garmin, one of the guys. And the intensity. One of the things I like about the teaching of Advanced Hoops is teaching that basketball game intensity and helping people to really grow in their confidence with that kind of speed that's required to play high-level basketball.
Oh, absolutely. Archie, Gerald, Duke McCamey, another one of our trainers.
Good big man guy.
Yes, so they bring a lot of energy. We try to work in training in game-type situations so that when these kids come out, they're getting into their travel league teams or their high school teams. They're ready to compete.
And one of the things you do during the season for a lot of players, too, is to provide a place where you can come and work on the individual game. You're going through a little bit of a slump. You want to kind of get some things under control again. Advanced Hoops is a great place to come for that kind of training.
Absolutely. Sunday evenings, you can walk in their gym anytime between 7 and 9 o'clock and see a lot of kids out there shooting. Charlie runs shooting classes in there just to do some fine-tuning with the kids.
Head to advancedhoops.com. Check it out. John Polly, the guy who controls all Team Pennsylvania, but he's also around the training aspect. So 2 parts, a double-edged sword that works really well for young basketball players here in the Central Pennsylvania area. John, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Coach John Polly with Team Pennsylvania and Advanced Hoops. We'll take a break. We'll come right back here for more of your Jack Giambalvo halftime report here on High School Live Sports on ABC 27.
Come test drive the new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC is closing out 2018 with the biggest deals of the year. Lease a 2019 Encore for $109 a month, or lease a 2019 Terrain for $159 a month. It's the countdown to closeout, only at Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC. Online at JackGiambalvo.com.
Welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships halftime report. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson with you, 22-21 here at the half. On a very interesting half, it was really more about defense and turnovers. Neither team shooting the three very well, except for one guy, Dylan Bazalka, with 9 points. He led all scorers the first half. Let's take a look at our Highmark halftime highlights here. And there were a bunch of good ones here as we go through the first half. Todd and Jeff, take me through.
Well, you know, right away in the first half, East went inside on the boards, and I think the biggest advantage they had, like Aaron Jones, the sophomore right there, making a couple good plays. They crashed the glass very well. And then, right here, when you're hitting three outside and he was shooting, Bazooka was shooting in rhythm, but East stayed tough because of inside play and crashing the boards. And I thought that was the difference in the first half. That's the adjustment I'd make, is boxing out.
They established the inside so well and really went after it. Turns out Ty Bainich was probably the leading rebounder for Cumberland Valley, if you look at this. But they're knocking them over.
You can see they're pulling up off the bench. There was Tatum, who had a good first half, 7 points. Then inside you come, and you see a nice knockdown by Cumberland Valley, but back to the outside, a missed shot. He's going to say, no, coach, it was a pass. And then the stick back. The offensive boards were a big part of the first half, Jeff Thompson.
Huge. And there was one possession where they might have had 4 or 5.
This great back cut right here. And a wonderful finish inside, as you saw driving down the lane nicely, was Chris Wickens. You know, one thing that happened in the first half that I know Coach is going to be talking about at halftime for Cumberland Valley, lots of missed layups, kind of rushing.
They got high percentage shots, guys. They got the shots you want, 5 foot away. And I'm sure Coach Vesey, the first thing he says, guys, if we finish, we're up 10, maybe 12 here. And then that would be adjustment I'd make. Like, otherwise, you got to tell guys to make layups.
Make contested layups.
Right, contested layups. And on the other side, Jeff, and both you, Gary, can agree, they got to make it from the foul line. East has got to hit their foul shots. They would be up 4 or 5 maybe if they made their free throws.
Jeff, if you're Don Ross, what are you telling your CD East team right now?
Well, relax. They had a lot of open looks, and they didn't can too many. Where they scored was just relentlessly getting after the ball.
Yeah. Stay on that offensive glass. We'll take a very quick break. We'll come back and we'll start the third quarter. 22-21, Cumberland Valley leads it. We're getting ready for another grind here in the second half on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local.
Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Welcome back to Central Dauphin East. We're getting ready to start the third quarter here. 22-21, Cumberland Valley leads it by 1 on the road here. And we'll see what the adjustments were here at the half. Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson, Chad Edwards, and the whole Invicta crew here tonight. They go back to that little spread cut offense that they've got.
Now they'll lull you to sleep. You got to be very careful.
And right away they get a turnover. Oh, good pitch back that time from Jackson. He may not be scoring points, but a nice pitch back as you saw Samuels rolling right down the lane for his 9th point of the game.
It was an absolute great pass by Amir Jackson. He found someone cutting down the lane, and that's the things that might even get him going a little bit. I can tell he's still a little bit frustrated, but this is where you just tell him, hey, settle down. Got a whole other half of basketball play right here.
Well, you know what? Sometimes, too, if you're a real team player, if you're not scoring, you find other ways to help your team. And right there, he found a way with a wonderful assist.
Beautiful play. Now, if you look at Cumberland Valley offense here, just keep the ball moving. Watch back door cuts, and you can tell East and Don Ross has made some adjustment there.
There's a pull-up off the front of the iron. Outside of Bazalka so far tonight, Jeff Thompson, Cumberland Valley really has not shot the ball well from the outside.
No, they haven't shot the ball well, and when the ball goes up on the glass, it seems that CD East is winning that battle right now.
They have absolutely crashed. And when you're winning the battle on the offensive end of the glass, that's where it's troublesome for your Cumberland Valley fan.
So far, 8 turnovers for CD East, 9 for Cumberland Valley in this one. For Jackson, I think just pretty much just kept in front of him the whole time. Another strong move to the basket, and the foul get marked up on Ben Drury as heading to the line, Mr. Jones again. Take a look very quickly at our halftime stats, and you can see free throws, 5 of 10 for the Panthers, 5 of 8 on the other side for Cumberland Valley. The shooting percentage is not that good for either team.
Right.
3 of 8 for the three-point line is maybe the big difference there with Bazalka knocking it down. And then 10 turnovers to 7 in the first half officially. So there you go.
I mean, you want single-digit turnovers. You want none really at all. But, you know, when you're getting double digits of turnovers, that can come back to hurt you too in close games, as you know.
Second shot up, no good. Johnson with 6 points in the game, or Jones rather, 6 points in the game.
Cumberland Valley doing a great job. East going block-to-block screens, and they're switching the block-to-block screens, and it's not providing anybody an opportunity to catch the ball on the block.
That's the first turnover of the second half. That's number 11 in the game now for Cumberland Valley. You know, it's interesting, Jeff. I was watching the defense there for CD East. They were fronting the post. Cumberland Valley went back up top to try to throw it over the top, but CD East recovering very well off that front to get down there and get the steal.
Yeah, it's really a defensive clinic tonight's game. Don't underplay that. They're both playing tremendous defense.
We're going to get another foul called here on Xavier Samuels on the drive to the basket. So heading to the line will be Ethan Levis. Levis, the guy that averages in double figures normally, 10.2 points a game. And still only 2 points here tonight as he misses the free throw. So out of the game will come Samuels. A little bit of foul trouble here. Levis gets his second shot. It'll be up, and that one no good as well. So the charity stripe has been anything but charitable thus far.
So this is another good set. East is going to try to do a set here coming out of this. They get a double. They were going to look like a double screen down low, I thought, for Jones, but they threw it away.
Good defense there by Cumberland Valley as well. The shot, rebound, here come the Panthers. Jackson with it.
Not only just a missed shot, a missed layup.
Jackson has yet to score tonight. And a timeout on the floor by Don Ross. He is not happy. We'll take one as well. 24-22, Central Dauphin East leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
As a trusted local community bank, and Mid-Penn Bank offers options for families, including Simply Free checking, a Young Savers account, great rates on CDs and money markets, and an array of financing options, including mortgages and home equity loans. Stop in at Mid-Penn Bank branch near you or visit midpennbank.com to learn more. 24-22, the Panthers lead it here, 5:38 to go in the third quarter. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson with you. That defense of Cumberland Valley is really tight to the lane, isn't it?
Right, and see the switch on the box-to-box screens? That's been the difference. They're switching on screens, and it almost looks like matchup zone, but it's just switching if you can't get there. But you have to communicate when you're switching on defense.
You know, Jeff, I almost think that Cumberland Valley is tougher in the half-court game than they are really with that full-court trap. They've paid a price on that full-court trap, but in the half-court game, they really lock you down there in the lane.
They sure do. Well, in full-court pressure, you get some and you give some.
I like what I just saw. Aaron Jones' sides, he knows he needs to get to the bucket, so he slides down and makes a very physical move to draw a foul.
Curry holding his place right there. Again, getting it inside, but a take back. And hard drive to the basket, and it will go.
Boy, that's a big shot for Ty Branch. I mean, that win that Cumberland Valley needed, there was just a lull in the game here to start the third quarter. And he kind of did a semi-Euro step. Take a look at it. As he pushes up here. This time he does it, right?
Ty Branch with 8 points down the game as Jackson called for the foul. Bandage up. He gets a three the hard way, and Bandage down with 9 points in the contest. Tell you what, Don Ross has put the word out, Jeff Thompson. Get to the front of the glass, get to the iron, right?
Well, he took that one, and I want to say with impunity, to the basket.
Yeah, Aaron Jones twice now has just said, as a sophomore, showing his leadership abilities, somebody's got to score here. So he's physically trying to get to the basket and using his physical presence. He just went out for football this year. Kind of excited to hear that, too, because that's a big, strong kid right there.
First shot, no good. So far tonight, he's 2 of 5. Again, the free throw line tonight, neither team has really taken advantage thus far.
You know, Gary, in the years in the past of specializing, where kids just specialize in a sport, anymore with the college tuition rates and things like that, kids have to look at other opportunities, don't they? I mean, playing multiple sports, I believe, helps you at a lot of levels, really.
7 points rather now for Jones. Get another foul call down here against CD East. Foul against Jones. And he's going to head on out of the game, and back in comes Tatum.
And I don't know if he picked up his third. And I know Don Ross can't really let him get that fourth one, so he's...
Manny Horn in there as well. So tie game here. Right down the lane, and another missed layup for Cumberland Valley. They had exactly what they wanted.
It's 2 right now, 2 to start this third quarter.
Jackson has it swatted away, but a foul from behind against Michael Wolf.
Well, Jackson's had to earn everything tonight, I tell you.
What they've done tonight is they used Ethan Levis. They've also used Jack Isfin to really play Jackson twice, and this time it's Tyler Wolf, or Michael Wolf rather, going out there and getting the foul. But again, you said it, Jackson's had to earn everything. This is the first chance to get points for him tonight.
And when you're a player, and when you're 18 points a game like he is, you got to understand that in the Commonwealth. In even other places, you're going to draw the best defender, if not just one defender, you're going to draw 2 or 3 guys. That's why right now, get yourself back in the game from the foul line. That's what Jackson's doing. Maybe next time he comes down, he'll hit an open shot.
Well, he makes the most of his opportunities, though. 2 out of 2 from the line. 4 out of 6 this half for CD East.
East throwing a little zone press here too, Gary.
Well, they're really picking up the heat. A little running one-hander. How about that off the right-hand side? Right off the hands of Bazalka. His first deuce of the night. He has 11 points.
Bazalka's played a really good game here tonight.
A little too much there by Horn, trying to go behind his back. And the turnover he picks up will be the 4th this quarter and 11th of the game. So Chris Wickens, who's back in there, bring the ball in bounds against his trapping defense. Oh, look at that. That's textbook right there on how to break it down. And Bazalka finishes off on the other end. He was the beneficiary. 13 for Bazalka. The jump ball on the floor. Ball will stay here with CD East. Jeff Thompson.
Wow, this is really interesting. I think foul shooting is going to play an important part. But that last possession, Harris Vorwald had a tremendous pass And that's Cumberland Valley basketball right there.
29-27, CV leads, and we'll be back with more on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Duke McCamey, our post-training expert.
One of the key moves I teach young players is the drop step. It's important to establish position first with both feet in the neutral position. Allowing players to choose either pivot foot, depending on the defense's position. Once you secure the ball, using a power dribble, drop step toward the basket with 2 hands to seal the defender. This will help a young player finish with great balance.
The drop step is just one move a young player will learn in my post class.
Breaking news, Team Pennsylvania AAU is now offering 4th to 11th grade AAU at the Silver, Gold, and Showcase levels. Team PA is known for high school showcase and known for placing players in college. Advanced Hoops will focus solely on skill training by professional coaches. Players from all over Pennsylvania in all programs will be trying out on February 23rd and 24th for Team Pennsylvania 4th to 11th grade teams. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see the tryout schedule. You know, guys, one of the things we're going to start thinking about is the Hoffman Ford Player of the Game.
Wow.
We got a lot of guys on the floor far tonight that could qualify for that particular mantle, right?
You're not kidding.
Take a look at some of the cheerleaders, some talented people tonight up and down the floor. I hurt just watching them.
Oh.
The gymnastics.
It
Long look, won't go off the hands of Manny Horn.
Yeah, that was a big possession for East right there. 29-27 with 3 here in the third quarter.
I'm not sure that's a shot that Don Ross was looking for either.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Look at this down the middle again. This one's not going to miss though. Sliding on through there is Ty Bandage. He's got 2 more, 5 this quarter, 11 for the game. How about Tatum? Tatum right down the lane for 2, and he's going to get a chance to make it 3 here in just a moment. Brian Tatum off the bench tonight has 8 points in this one. He goes to the line, a chance to make it 3. Go down to Jeff Thompson.
I love Brian Tatum's energy. He's a human dynamo.
Manny Horn fighting for the rebound, and he gets it for his team.
I mean, you know, here's a great thing I love about both of these teams watching tonight. They know how every possession is important. I mean, there is a physical fight inside tonight. I mean, in a good way from both of these teams. There's a lot of effort.
Jaden Baltimore back in there for Medina. Double screen there for Jackson, and they're going to have a rundown by Michael Wolf. I've got Wolf for 3 fouls. So the ball remains on the baseline here.
You know, Cumberland Valley's actually exerted themselves a little more physical than I've remembered in the past, too. I mean,
is it me, Jeff Thompson, or has Cumberland Valley got a little bit more spring in their step this half?
Well, they certainly look like it. I think they are punching back a little bit, if we want to use that boxing analogy. And it's a very physical game.
A good cut here. Ball controlled by Cowan. Cowan, hard move to the basket. What a move by Tyree Cowan. And Cowan with his 4th point of the evening.
That was really a big shot, a much-needed bucket for East, and then comes back and gets it again.
So Cowan gets the 13th turnover against Cumberland Valley and then kind of gives it right back. Not the most popular play here in Panther country.
This is a good look at it here. He comes back and gets it. I think he used
the elbow and separated it.
He used a little bit of forearm there, but
long look corner, not going to go off the front of the iron. And another pickup. Bandage says, thank you very much, I'll take it. And Ty Bandage on the board here for 7 points in the third quarter. He's got 13 in the game.
Ty Bandage now, it's starting to, he's really crashing the offensive glass, which is important. Cumberland Valley didn't do a very good job in the first half, better second half.
Well, I'll tell you what, this Tatum kid has come to play off the bench as the foul on Harris Vorwald.
Yes.
Tatum will go back to the line.
Tatum's starting to get to the basket.
Tatum only a junior. 8 points here tonight off the bench. He's been a big shot in the arm for Coach Don Ross's team, Jeff Thompson.
He certainly has, and And you're exactly right. He is getting to the basket.
Problem is he's getting to the basket and getting fouled, and he's missed his last 3 in a row. So he's got to get back in there and knock a few down.
That's crucial, making these free throws here.
Only 2 of 6 so far tonight. There it is. Nice stroke for Tatum that time. Tatum now with 8 points, make that 9 points in the game. Down by 1, and Tatum almost with another steal here. Forward inside, knocked away by Horn. So zone look now from the Panthers, 3-2 style.
Yeah, saving leg a little bit, making Cumberland Valley work for it, because Cumberland Valley was getting a little back doors and pushing, so I think this is a good change.
Cut down on all that motion. Another hard drive from Tyree Cowan, and, it's real easy to see what Don Ross is saying right now, Jeff Thompson. It's get to the iron, and, oh, yeah, by the way, get to the iron.
Well, it's a pretty simple game, isn't it? When it breaks down like that.
Yeah, if you got a guy that can get to the glass, and East does, certainly. Now Cohen's starting to step up his game a little bit by the urging of Coach Ross.
Cowan with his 5th point now. As Cowan really has taken over here this quarter in terms of kind of being the impetus for that attack.
He is. I think with Amir Jackson pushing himself a little bit, I think somebody had to step up. I know, the sophomore Aaron Jones tried, and now Cohen's stepping up.
Inside it goes, and the score on the other end by Cumberland Valley.
And it is Cowan. I apologize on that. I like this kid's game.
Oh, beautiful pass. Running along the baseline there nicely, and Xavier Samuels. He's in for 2. And Samuels now with 11 points tonight.
Well, I tell you, I don't know how many lead changes we've had or ties, but this game has been tightly knotted.
And then look at this. Look at the foul down the lane by Manny Horn. You might need a timeout right here. Trying to buy your way into the final minute, and you can sense that CDE sees some blood in the water right now.
East picking up their pressure, picking up their intensity. I thought Cumberland Valley came out with a little bit of the edge to start the 3rd quarter, and now East momentum changed deeply here.
3-2 zone still by CD East, under a minute to play, 48 seconds.
Cumberland Valley really doesn't have to rush in this possession with 43. They can get a good look.
And that change has resulted in this kind of shot as opposed to the back cuts. Although a good pass there, easy shot again, Nick cannot go. Back in the middle comes Jackson's got it, 3-2. Great passing. Horn can't make it. Horn gets it back, though. He's going to put up again, and Horn on a stick back and a chance to make it 3. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and Horn went back up with it. He'll go to the line to try to make 3 the hard way.
There wasn't too much fancy about that other than called hustle. He actually out-hustled Cumberland Valley on that, got on the glass a couple times. Now watch this. Right here he's going to use a pump fake. No, next time, I'm sorry.
He brought it down.
He brought it down and then went back up. I thought it was a pump fake from our memory. That's why we got the Invicta crew to say, nope, you can't remember anything.
And Horn up, no good. That was kind of a rough-looking free throw. So here's that half-court trap now coming from CD East.
Cumberland Valley needs to find one right here.
Long look downtown. How about that? Stop the bleeding, says Harris Vorwald. He gets his first tray of the night, 6 seconds to go. 4, 3. Jackson coming hard to the basket. Jackson throws it up, will not go. Tapping, count it! As Xavier Samuels stays hot on it. Xavier Samuels 6 in that quarter, 41-38. We head to the 4th. CD East up by 3.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
To hear a kid say that they're concerned about their safety in a school environment is heartbreaking. I'm sorry. I need my kids to be in an environment where they can actually focus on their education. That's paramount to me. The school does what it says it's going to do for the families that they serve.
There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
Before the game, the CD East cheerleaders participated in the giant food fight. Cheerleaders at every home TV broadcast this year are bringing to the games non-perishable food items to help eradicate hunger in South Central Pennsylvania. We're asking you, the fans, to join us in supporting the Central PA Food Bank. To volunteer, donate food items, or receive services, go to www.centralpafoodbank.org. We head to the fourth quarter, and it's 41-38 as CD East has really rocketed to a three-point lead here. This has been back and forth. Jeff Thompson, CD East really exerting the pressure there at the end of that quarter with a wonderful tap-in at the end by Xavier Samuels.
Oh, it was marvelous, and they really are getting after the glass, aren't they?
Yeah, they are certainly on the glass. I like this 3-2 change. Gary, I think it's made a difference, haven't you?
Made a huge difference so far. I think, although they're still getting some pretty good looks here, as going down the lane there is Drury, and he'll get fouled. So they're still getting some cuts inside that zone. They're being very patient. Don Ross wanted a walk on Drury there. It's not going to get called as Samuels will check out. And back in comes the big guy who's done so well here tonight, Aaron Jones, who was quiet most of the third quarter because he was out of there.
Yeah, he got a good rest. I think it's important to put him back in here. I think he crashes the glass real well. Big free throws right here for Ben Drury.
First one up, no good for Drury. That was Drury's first shot of the evening of any kind. Let's see if Jackson gets involved a little more this quarter. He has only 2 points all night and no field goals, and they're just chasing him everywhere. This time it's Riley Schucher who's chasing him. Here comes Cowan again. He's been really the leader of this team. Gets the shot blocked there, yanked down by Ty Banich.
And there's Cumberland Valley trying to push it right back to get the advantage, to get in the glass.
What a nice move to basket. All set up off the ball fake of Jack Isfin. What a nice job there, Jeff.
Wow, take another look at that. That was a great move inside by Riley Schucher.
Nice ball fake. And the hard drive to the basket.
East good movement in their half court too.
And it was Schucher, not Isfin, forgive me.
Oh, what a move.
In it goes. I'll tell you what. The bench tonight has been huge, as Horn now in the second half with 6 points. He and Tatum have really been tough. Another good cut, though, and laying it in easily as Levis. Levis with 4 points in the game.
Now East went back to man, and that's where they'll lull you again. They'll Cumberland Valley lull you asleep, and boom, cut to the glass, layup. Now they're making them.
They've been much more effective with that 3-2 zone they have against the man.
I agree. That was a good changeup.
Oh, just a missed pass there and thrown away by CD East. Turnover number 13, and then quickly they make you pay on the other end. As sliding on through there is Levis, and all of a sudden he's making his presence known. He's got 4 points this quarter.
And Levis now giving giving Cumberland Valley lead by 1, 44-43.
Jackson trying to clear it out. He wants to go one-on-one right here. Drury staying home to help. Cowan gets it handcuffed. Back inside to Cowan. Goes up in the air. Thought he had a foul. Didn't get it. Drury holds his ground. Ball heads over to Cumberland Valley out of all that.
I mean, I think Don Ross has a case there. I thought that was a foul, but, you know, I mean, and I know what he feels. I mean, goodness gracious, by January, your voice is gone as a coach. You can't even talk when you're at home because in these big, intense games, you want the call.
Missed shot again. Trying to lay it in there with Schucher. Kicking it ahead. Here they go again with that attack to the basket. And up and in it goes. And Aaron Jones picks up where he left off when he was on the bench.
You know, he wasted 0 time getting to that bucket, and that's what Aaron Jones is going to be great at. You're going to call his name a lot in East.
How about the big guy, Drury, says, hey, I've been quiet for a little while. Let me get my first bucket of the night. Hard drive by the sophomore.
I like Drury at 6'6" sophomore.
He's got to feel that kind of shot right there. He really made his presence known that time. Pull up by Jackson. Not going to go.
And see, that's what you're used to seeing Jackson do. That's why he's 18 a game. Generally, he knocks that down.
Schucher again, pulling up, no good. And you're going to get a push-off, I think, called here on Horn underneath. Jeff Thompson.
Yeah, that was they battled in the board there. Good position, offensive rebounding position by Dakota, and he forced that foul. Smart play.
So at the line,
Dylan
Bazalka. And he misses. Rebound clear by Cumberland Valley somehow. And has that taken away. Other end, pull up, baseline, not a bad shot. Rebound, Bazalka, quickly outlets. Hey, how about Bazalka here saying, I can do it inside too, guys. How about that?
He's having quite the game tonight. He's making up for that absence with Omar Tandir out of the game. And, man, what a great player.
3 threes in the first half, 3 deuces in the second half for 15 points. That's going to be a charge. Called against Tyree Cowan.
I think it went against Cowan.
Yeah, you see Don Ross. The ultimate universal look of disdain.
Yeah.
Just kind of the idea of just think. Come on, guys. On the other end there you see kind of the calm David Vespignani. His team up by 3. This is really going back and forth here in this last quarter and a half. Look at Drury again. Drury hard to the basket, and the sophomore feeling his oats right now.
I thought for a second he might consider dunking that. It looked like he was going to. That was a great, strong move.
If you're watching Jeff Thompson, Drury coming right at you down there on the baseline. Watch this move.
Well, Ben became a varsity player in the last 2 minutes, didn't he?
Right, at the time when you really need him in the Commonwealth tonight.
We'll take a timeout, 50-45. Cumberland Valley leads it. We'll be back right after this on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
How about our Mid-Penn Bank student section tonight here at Central Dauphin East? And I'll tell you what, cheerleaders here are not a problem. We got a bunch of them over here. There's legions of them, and they've done a great job here tonight so far. Back to the game at the line, Drury. He is nothing out of 1 so far there tonight, and nothing out of 2. But then the rebound goes inside again, and all of a sudden, taking control is Cumberland Valley, and the guy that's doing it is Bazalka. He's got 17 points in this one.
Bazalka's played really well.
Inside the second half, outside the first half.
Now this is crucial for East to get a bucket because as Cumberland Valley builds that lead, they're good with the ball in the half court.
Look at Cumberland Valley playing man-to-man defense now. They know what they're doing. Oh, and you're going to get called for a block right there as a big move by Manny Horn.
And I wonder how many Bazooka has.
I think you got to look at probably at least 4 fouls. I think he's looking over at his coach saying, let me go, coach. I think I can bring this home. 3:48 to go in this one. 7-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for Cumberland Valley. So at the line, Manny Horn. Nothing out of 1 there tonight. He does have 6 points in the second half. He's made his presence known, too.
Yeah, he's made a couple good moves, and he's hustled. More importantly, he's picked up some hustle play.
There's a problem. You need those free throws right now. Back into the game comes Chris Wickens. And they're going to get Bazalka out of there. They're not going to take any chances right now.
Yeah, you can give
He's got a working lead, so.
Give him a rest, maybe let it work off about a minute, maybe bring him back in time, play the last 2 minutes, be smart. He's a smart kid.
Horn's second up is good. He's got 7 tonight. Only a sophomore is Manny Horn. Now, if you're Cumberland Valley, do you start playing a little bit against the clock here?
I would. I mean, I think effectively in the second half, I mean, in half-court offense, they're very good.
Jeff, is it too early to start going into some kind of delay when you got a 6-point lead?
Well, I saw him play Harrisburg earlier this year, and they did not slow down. They sped up as the game got this way, so it'll be interesting to see if they can.
I think one of the aspects of modern basketball, you don't see a lot of. Look at this guy, Drury. I'll tell you what, he has come to play here in the second half, and Drury, 6 points here in the quarter.
That was a great play, come off a back screen. I mean, very fundamental, but they get a lot of good looks.
Well, he looks like a seasoned veteran now.
He sure does.
Another tough shot, will not go. Yanked down by Levis. 3:10 to go in this one, 8-point lead Let's see what David Vespagnani wants to do. Looks like they're spreading out a little bit. And again, they can afford to look for the quick back cuts. There's a shot on the baseline. Nice job running their offense. And again, you can see why Wickens is in there. He's got 2 more. He's got 4 for the night.
Now they're getting shots in rhythm, and it's looking good, and their offense is clicking Cumberland Valley.
Cowens isn't done yet, though, as he takes a hard drive to the basket. Tyree Cowan has got 5 in the second half, 7 overall. Still in the game, 8 points, 2:31 to go, plenty of time.
I think the difference, too, in Cumberland Valley is they've shut down the best player on the floor, Amir Jackson. They've done a great job on him.
Does not have a field goal tonight. Has only had like 2 looks at a field goal tonight. And they've kept him on witness protection the whole evening. Another good pass inside. I'll tell you what, Jeff Thompson, this Wickens kid cuts to the basket as well as anybody on either team.
He's a track guy, and I just want to say Ty made a real nice pass there, but Ty Bainich has also picked up 2 charges and been rebounding like a fiend. It's a team effort.
Yeah, if Cumberland Valley wins tonight, I don't think we have any problems with Ty Bainich being the player of the game.
I think Dylan Bazalka had a great game, though, too. I think, hitting those early threes, those 3 threes, that's a guy I'd probably put a pitch in for. But, I'm with you guys.
I think Bazalka, that's what I meant to say. Bainich has played well. Look at Wickens. Another layup missed. I'll tell you what, if Cumberland Valley doesn't miss the layups tonight.
It's a different ballgame, isn't it?
Much more than 8 points. No, not to take away anything from the Panthers, who have played very hard.
Both teams. East desperately needing a good one here with 1:58.
Right now, every second goes off the clock. Under 2 minutes to go. You really have to get one of those drives you were looking for.
Yeah, you got to get to the glass. You got to start thinking about getting the glass. That's a good look inside to Aaron Jones. He knows what to do with it.
Oh, a nice block again by Drury. He has really come up big here for this team.
What a step up in the last 3 to 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Another drive, another missed layup. This time by Levis. Here comes Jackson. Says, it's time for me to play. And Jackson finds a way to spin through and gets his first bucket of the night.
It was a matter of time that Amir Jackson got going. Now, I thought after, there in the end of the second half he was pressing himself a bit tonight. This can get dangerous really quickly with a guy like him who just saw, I can get to the basket that easy. I'll do that next time down too.
Jackson now looking for his 5th point of the evening. He's 2 out of 2 for the free throw line. Make it 3 out of 3. So the leader of this team pulls it to 5 points. Still lots of time to play at 1:26, and you're going to see the full court press coming big time here. Base guarding.
Here's the thing about Cumberland Valley. 4 guys on the floor can handle it.
And we got a timeout on the court for Cumberland Valley. We'll take one as well. 56-51. The Eagles lead it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
56-51, Cumberland Valley leads at 5 points with 1:20 to go. Let's get down to Jeff Thompson. Jeff?
Well, I didn't think that Cumberland Valley could withstand this kind of a rebounding assault by CD East without Omar Tandir in the game. But they've rallied around each other and played very well as a team. It's coming down to the wire, fellas.
Well, Ben Drury averages 1.2 points a game.
I saw that.
And tonight he got a chance to be a varsity player. 6 points tonight, but it goes far beyond that. He's been a good passer. He's made a couple tough rebounds, some good blocks. So he's really kind of held his ground in there tonight when his team most needed him on the road.
He did. I mean, he literally hit a block when it was a big block when it was needed there just a couple minutes ago, too. On top of that, rebound-wise.
Don't forget we have a giant post-game show coming up after this. Pete's Hut play of the game, Hoffman Ford player of the game. I know we didn't have any officials do any somersaults tonight, so we don't have the official getting to be the player of the game as we do up at Redland, but, we're going to have a pretty good play of the game coming up for you as well. We all kind of agree on who the player of the game is right now, and pretty good chance he's standing at the line. This is the only place that he's had a tough time tonight, Bazalka. He's nothing out of 3 from the line. He's got 3 threes, 4 deuces, and no free throws. Nothing out of 3.
And these are big. 116 here, you can start putting this game away for sure.
And still nothing there at the line, nothing out of 4. Yeah, this is where you got to score right now with the clock stopped. It doesn't matter what you've done during the game, but you got to be a good free throw shooting team coming down the stretch.
Yeah, you do. And that can come back to haunt him. If I was him, I would have walked off the line after that first miss. He did come back to get it. If I missed that first one, I never like to go back to that line. I like to walk off that line for a second, Gary. I don't know what it was.
He looked over at his coach. It must have been enough of a momentum changer right there. He's 18 points down as Bazalka. Foul on the play. 13 points tonight as well for Banich, who's been solid this evening.
Yeah, he has as well. I mean, been a lot of contributors, and that's the thing that's been part of the success of the Eagles this year, Cumberland Valley, is that, you know, 5 guys that come out there can get in double digits for you. And again, they're playing without Omar Tandir. That's a kid that's committed to the weight room and got turned himself around, and he's a leader for the team.
So Jackson at the line is one guy that's had a good time there tonight, 5 out of 5. He's now got a quiet 7 points. Here's Bazalka getting over half court. Just trying to get it ahead right now. Easy play inside. Banich scores. Banich now at 15 in the game. Boy, they just broke the press so easy. That was a clinic, Jeff Thompson.
It sure was. A great pass at the end by Riley Sucher.
Pull up by Jackson. Good shot. Jackson not ready to go home yet. Timeout on the court. We'll take it as well. 42 seconds to go. 59-55. Cumberland Valley leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith, our speed and agility expert.
The block jumping drill is meant to develop the fast twitch jumping muscles in a young player's legs. This drill forces a player to jump constantly and should be fast-paced while clearing the block every time. Players will develop explosive jumping skills doing this, and it trains a player's body to jump quicker and have the endurance needed to jump in game situations. The block jumping drill is one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
Well, Amir Jackson with 9 points here, 7 of which came here in the fourth quarter. Jeff Thompson, is it too little too late right now? 4 points, 42 seconds to go, still lots of time.
Well, there's a world of time, 42 seconds. The way this game's being played, at the pace it's being played, a world of time.
If you're Cumberland Valley right now, it's called possess it. Decide who you want to shoot free throws, because you're going to see if they don't get a steal, they're going to nail you with a foul real quickly. Double bonus, both teams. In it comes. Levis with it. Levis throws it back across to Bazalka. Bazalka might have gotten away with a little walk there.
Yeah, if I was Bazalka, I would have jump stopped.
Oh, and a throwaway. Take it away. Here comes Tyree Cowan. Strong move. Foul called on Schucher. And at the line, the big guy, Aaron Jones, where he's 3 of 6 tonight.
Yeah, these are, go ahead, Gary.
And you know, he went for the ball there, thank heavens, because it was almost a deliberate foul.
Yeah, it was almost. Now, these are big for the sophomore.
Aaron Jones, first one up, good.
You know, I think with Amir Jackson picking it up a little bit, he was not ready to say goodnight yet, and this is still a game by all means with 28.5.
11 points now for Jones, who's had a stupendous game here tonight.
Right.
He'll get his second one here. Let's see if he can make both. Pull him to within 2. Jones' second one is up and good. Jones with a dozen. 28.5 seconds to go. Right now, if you're Cumberland Valley, you got to get a good free throw shooter. You're going to get fouled, possibly. Oh, could be taken away again. It is. Medina inside of Jackson. Jackson can't score, but he's fouled.
This is kind of what we expected into this game, and now it's gotten real interesting with Jackson going to the line, and the crowd's picked up too as well.
Well, when you ask the question, how has Jackson done at the line so far tonight? 5 of 5. You got your best shooter at the line. You're down by 2, 21 seconds to play. Amir Jackson with the first one coming up. And it's good. Jackson now with 10 points. 8 under his average, but he doesn't care about that. He cares about getting his team a win here if he can. So Jackson lining up the second one.
Through all that frustration in the first half, he didn't
Jackson,
quit.
Good again. Jackson, 7 out of 7 from the line. We have a tie, 21 seconds to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently, we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Well, there you see the CDE's huddle. Looked like they were dead and gone a few minutes ago, 8 points down, but no longer. They're tied it up 59-59. Jeff Thompson, what are you saying right now if you're Don Ross in that huddle?
Well, Don Ross, what a comeback, but they had nothing to lose, and they just let it out. They let it out, and their press the last 2 possessions was awesome. I think he's got to go back to the pressure.
You know what? I don't know if I would. I don't want to pull up. I don't want to pick up a foul. I might pull East back. I would pull him back right now. I'm going to say, guys, if I see one of you guys give up a backdoor cut, you probably might not be playing next week. I mean, that's probably what I say in the huddle.
David Vespignani right now. They're not going to let up on the press here.
They're not going to let up.
No, they're going to come with what brought them to the dance.
You got to be careful here because you're in a double bonus.
Yeah, double bonus. We kicked out under 20 now.
It's just token pressure. I like it.
Levis with the ball. Don't want to foul here. If you're CDs, you want to get some drive to the basket. There's Banich. Running out of time. Look out. Drury's got it. Drury going hard to the basket. Drury lets it go. Drury with the rebound. Is he fouled? No. We're heading to overtime. You get a little extra basketball for free here tonight. We'll take a break. We'll come back for overtime. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Take a look at this last shot by Drury. Was he fouled? Was there a charge? Nothing called. Probably the right way to do it.
I like the refs. I like Joe Murray and those guys letting them play there. I think that's good. Here we are.
It's called the Commonwealth. That's not a foul in the Commonwealth either way at the end of a game.
I'd agree. Look at East with great movement. I compliment the East Panthers and their movement in their half court.
Oh, there you have a steal. How about that by Banich? And Banich is going to get fouled by Amir Jackson. I'll tell you what, both teams cutting hard here, Jeff Thompson, but both defenses are really stepping into the lanes as well.
They are stepping in the lanes. One thing you'll notice about Ty Banich, his hands are lightning quick.
They are. I've noticed that tonight. Like a few times when the big guys went to try to put the ball on the floor, Banich would come up with a steal.
Banich still not too good from the free throw line here.
And I know Coach Bessie's going to talk to those guys about that. You close this game out, we're making free throws. In the Commonwealth game being 8-1, you're at the top of the division. You got to knock them down.
Second one up and good. 16 points now for Banich. And now Central Dauphin East trying to come back with the answer with 3:34 to go here in overtime. First overtime game of the year for us here on High School Sports Live.
Look at that defense on Jackson. I tell you what,
everywhere he goes,
Shooter's done he's done a good job on him.
And Schuster has held his ground very well.
Yep.
And what all he's done is just keep in front of him.
That's all he's done. And that's effective many times right there. Got the miss that he wanted.
That was not the shot you wanted. It was a little bit off balance. Pull up. Down the lane it goes. And again, it's Bandage going through, but give credit on the play there to Ethan Levis. So Bandage down. 17 points. Make that 18 points for Bandage. 3-point lead right now for Cumberland Valley. Big possession here. Tough move. Not a real good shot out of that move for Jones. Maybe the only bad shot the big guy's taken tonight.
Yeah, he has to learn. He's trying to learn to use that little left side, left baby hook. That's when that starts falling for him. It's going to make him a real dangerous player.
Oh, and a missed shot, but taken back out by Bazalka. Stolen inside. Bring it back. Missed shot again. Put it back up. Bandage again. Bandage down with 20 points in the game.
Man, I tell you, they're having the woes 5 foot away, but Bandage stepped up.
Let's keep it right here. Let's go to Jeff Thompson. Jeff?
Well, I know we picked an MVP earlier, Dylan, who had a superb first half, but right now it's Ty Bandage time.
I'll tell you what, Ty Bandage has really done a great job. We call him Bandage, but whatever it is, it's been superb here. He's now got 20 points in the game, and my vote may have switched. I tell you what, you can go out here in the court tonight. You see for Cumberland Valley, Bandage. I thought that Drury was the player of the game in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And now you see, and you saw Bazalka there with 18 points. Now you see Bandage stepping up with 20. And I'll tell you another guy that's played a great game tonight we haven't mentioned enough, Ethan Levis. Has really dished off the ball and distributed well.
He has. And he's played some defense on Jackson, too, because they've switched guys around. I would say easily that Bandage, because of the defensive perspective, as Jeff mentioned earlier with the quick hands tonight, he might get my vote right now because, look, it was overtime. Somebody had to step up. And what did he do? He defensively and offensively following up on the glass right there. That'd probably be my vote.
Well, here we come out of the timeout. A huge possession right now for CD East, to say the least. 2:08 to go here in overtime, 64-59. They're tied for first place. They're trying to stay there is Cumberland Valley. This will be a huge win on the road for CD East. It would be a big upset if they get this one. You want to guard the home turf. Brown. Got that Jones inside. Has it blocked. Bandage again. Bandage not thinking about. Well, there they pull it out now a little bit. Drury at the top of the key there, just there for passing. Back of the hands of Bandage. Look how wide they've spread the floor right now for drives and cuts. Drury. Drury with a great back cut. And Drury with his 8th point of the game. And again, who passed it? Bandage.
Man, that's a nice play.
Wow.
What a pass.
They will, I tell you what, they will get a good look in their offense. That's what Cumberland Valley does.
I'll tell you what, Cowan has showed me a lot tonight as Tyree Cowan driving hard to the basket again. Cowan with 9 points. They get it off, pulling it back outside now. There's Levis. 1:04 to go, 5-point lead. They had a chance here earlier with the same kind of situation, and CDs came back.
Cumberland Valley has literally, and they can. All they have to work, the only thing they're going to put up is a layup right now. If they lull you to sleep and get a layup.
Levis is going to get fouled before he gets the pass. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's double bonus. So Levis will go to the line. Foul's going to be called a Medina. At the line is Levis. So far tonight, he's nothing out of 2 there. Not now, though. Jeff Thompson, I really like this kid's game. Levis at the line. He has been he's been quiet tonight, but he's done all the right things.
He slithers to the hole, and he's got a great mid-range jumper.
This time doesn't hit the mid-range foul shot, and it's a 5. Make that 6-point lead though. Another hard drive, and again it's Cowan. Drury's going to get called for the foul, so Cowan continues to attack the basket with impunity. He's bent over here a little bit. I'm not sure where he got hurt.
Man, I didn't see it, Gary, and I could tell you right away he went down. But
well, you take on that 6'6" guy. So Cowan trying to get his win back as Drury out of the game.
Well, I tell you, I mean, these foul shots are so important. I mean, You might have to do an injury switch, but well, he's gonna go. He's gonna do it.
Borwald in there for Drury now. So at the line, Tyree Cowan. Nothing out of 1 there so far tonight. And nothing out of 2 now at a big moment. He really needs that. Cowan with 9 points in the contest. Make it 10 right there. So Cowan with 10 points now. He has been dynamite. 5-point lead, and now you just kind of have to play the clock, get good free throws made because you're going to get fouled here in a moment. CDs has got the foul. Timeout. David Vesvignani will take one as well, 67-62. In overtime here, Cumberland Valley leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Today's professional skill tip, I will be teaching the offensive jab step, where a player catches the ball and aggressively pivots facing the basket while jabbing into a shooting position. The jab is meant to create momentum into a game speed shot to set up a player with a fake and a long step toward the basket. The jab should be quick and the second step long enough to step past the defender. This move should be practiced going right and left. Repetition will create a quicker step over time. The jab step is a key fundamental every player will learn in my classes.
Coming up at the end of the game is our giant post-game show, and we'll feature the Pizza Hut player of the game and the Hoffman Ford player of the game. And right there's a young man that might qualify as the Hoffman Ford player of the game. He is Ty Bainich, and he has been dynamite here in the overtime.
He sure has. Defensively and offensively, and also assist-wise. He's found some guys open.
Plus, he's got 20 points as well, and we're going to get a foul called very quickly.
This is where you knock these foul shots down and go home with another victory and make it 9-1, 5-1 in the Commonwealth.
Well, you couldn't have picked someone worse right now, although Borwald coming off the bench, 3 of 4. He missed his last one, but before that, 3 out of 3. So big free throws here to salt this one away if you can get them. Borwald says, give them to me, I'll take care of them. Now you've got that 2-long possession lead here with 6. Now you can make it a 3-possession game here with this extra make it. Big free throw here. And will not go. So still life for CD East, but they got to get to the basket quick. Good pass underneath, and there's Tatum again. And a timeout quickly by Don Ross, so this one's still not over. 15.6 seconds to go. We'll keep it here. 68-64, Cumberland Valley leads. Jeff Thompson, what do you got?
Well, Coach Don Ross and his team, they just don't quit. It's pretty remarkable because they're clawing back in again. We'll just see what I think Cumberland Valley has to hit a couple foul shots to salt this game away.
Yeah, Todd McCall, what are the two teams thinking right now? They have 2 different missions here in the next 15.6 seconds.
Well, Coach Vespi's telling his team, like, let's break the pressure because we know we're going to get fouled. You even got a second in that pressure to hold it. You don't have to panic to throw it away. If you're Don Ross, you're telling your guys, won't we switch? We're going to go double fist or full court man-to-man. Maybe make a switch and foul right away and just hope they miss because it's a 4-point game. They did it before.
Yeah, you've got to foul immediately if you don't get the steal.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't have any choices. You're a 2-possession game right now. You need to make up 2 possessions.
Right.
15.6 seconds and assume the other team misses their free throws with a shot. You can't let it get that far down. And now you're picking out who you want to foul right now on that team.
That's true, too. I mean, at this point, though, with 15 seconds, you know, it'd be nice to get one of these guys who've been missing.
Anybody.
But I think right now I'm telling my guys, let's switch on this full-court press. Let's switch to make it even that much harder. I don't need anyone on the ball. Let's switch to make it that much harder to get the ball in. So switch on this side-to-side screen from elbow to elbow here. Just switch on that. Make it hard to get in.
You just need to get it in, and that's all you do right now. And Levis is going to get fouled, and a second and a half ticks off there. So Levis heading back to the free throw line here where he is 1 of 4 tonight. So a good choice for CD East on who to foul here, at least on paper, Jeff Thompson.
Well, he's 1 for 4, but he's also become more comfortable at the foul line.
Yeah, he knows the importance of right now. They're trying to win the Commonwealth, and they know that it's anybody's Commonwealth this year.
Well, he's now 1 out of 5 from the free throw line, so free throw shooting has not been the friend tonight of the Eagles. Don't think that coach over there, David Vesvignani, isn't aware of that. Levis, second shot up, good. There's a 2-possession lead right there, a 3 and a 2. 13.9 seconds to go. Right now, you just want CDs to take a lot of time off the clock to get their shot. There's Jackson. Will not go. Rebound underneath. Bobbles it, puts it back up, and home is Aaron Jones, who has been heroic tonight in his effort. And that's it, 69-66. Cumberland Valley wins a tough one here on the road in overtime. And we'll take a break. We'll come right back for our giant post-game show with the Pizza Hut Play of the Game and the Hoffman Ford Player of the Game, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Welcome back to our giant post-game show here on High School Sports Live TV, and a big win here on the road tonight for Cumberland Valley, 69-66. With that, they go to 5-1 in the Commonwealth, 9-1 overall. They keep at least a share of first place right now with Harrisburg and Central Dauphin for the moment. On the other side, Central Dauphin East goes to 2-4 in the Commonwealth, 3-5 overall. And our player of the game tonight, our Hoffman Ford player of the game tonight, this young man, number 12 black, Ty Bainich, and he really brought it in the overtime, guys. Take it away.
If you take a look right here, this is what he did. He got to the basket, drew the foul, but I liked, right here, another great cut. See, just good around the glass. That's the old Mikan drill.
Well, he's a very
left and right hand.
He's a very intelligent young man.
Right here, nice push here. Fills the lane. He didn't stop. After that push, Gary, he didn't stop, did he? He filled the lane.
Plays well with the basketball and without, and he's always around garbage time as well, as you saw right there. He walks out here with 20 points tonight, a ton of great passes, a ton of smart, heady plays here, especially in the overtime, and I think he walks away tonight, our Hoffman Ford player of the game, most deservedly, although I'll tell you what, Dylan Bazalka put on a show here tonight, too, with 18 points, and he really jet-propelled them out in the first half with the 3 threes.
And that's what got him started, Jeff, is when he came out and they were able to really, East had to buckle down, and then they had to cover that three-point shot, and what did they get? They got lulled to sleep and got back doors.
Talk about CDEs tonight, Jeff Thompson, because they brought a heck of an effort. They're going to win some games here in this division. I mean, they're really tough.
Well, they played so hard that's what struck me the whole time. They just play hard and get after the ball, and that really presented Cumberland Valley with some problems.
Well, for CD East, it gets tough, You head off to Harrisburg next Wednesday. Happy New Year to you, as you get to play 3 games like in 6 days, and they'll play at Harrisburg next Wednesday. On Tuesday night, this Cumberland Valley team plays at Chambersburg. No easy out there as well. Again, forget the records. When you get into this league, any night is going to be a tough win. And let's talk about our Pizza Hut play of the game, and here it is, courtesy of Chad Edwards and the Invicta crew. And there you saw, again, some of the toughness here tonight. The outlet pass. Watch this great cut down the middle by Wickens. Boom. And then a little spin behind, a little French pastry going in there. Chris Wickens with the play of the night off a wonderful pass. Again, from who? Mr. Bainich. He found a wide-open Wickens driving down the lane there, and Chris Wickens in for the easy deuce. So Pizza Hut play the game. Final thoughts, guys. Jeff?
Well, first of all, heck of a game. Both teams, you have to give props to both teams. It was a great, well-played game.
Welcome back to the Commonwealth, right, Todd?
Exactly. Welcome back. At 1 point East going down 8, coming all the way back, putting it in overtime to give themselves a chance to win. They're going to win some games in the Commonwealth, obviously.
Well, speaking of heading back into the Keystone, we're going to go there tomorrow night. We got Trinity at Bishop McDevitt, a doubleheader. I can't wait for this one. I wish I didn't have to sleep tonight. And that's going to start at 5:30 tomorrow night with the Trinity at Bishop McDevitt girls. Both teams very good this year. And then, of course, Trinity at Bishop McDevitt boys right after that one at 7 o'clock. Guys, let's play 2.
That's right.
You know, we love it. Thanks again to Chad Edwards and the whole crew here tonight for the fine pictures they always pull out here for us. We're so blessed to be able to do this. Thank you, as always, to Mark Leach, who did a great job tonight, Charlie Fortney, and, of course, to my partners here, Jeff Thompson, Todd McCall. We'll see you again tomorrow night. We head over across the street here to Bishop McDevitt for another doubleheader, and you can only see it here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. Have a great night, everyone.